It's not that many boys, but it's like, I don't know who's gonna be there, so you just have to like look good all the time. Living in LA is very annoying. Okay, we're gonna get ready to go out, and I don't do this very often nowadays. I still haven't like, before the pandemic, you would like go out like 6 days a week, if not like every day, you know, go to work Mondays to Friday. I would actually go out every day of the week because work Mondays to Fridays, and also I would gym sometimes after work. And then on the weekends, I gym on the weekends, or like go meet with friends or something. And nowadays, when I do leave the house, like if I'm just getting groceries or running a chore, like I don't do this. This is like, has nothing done to it. I'll just like, I don't know, go get groceries and come back. It's not a thing. I'm like gonna see actual people, so I need to like look, not shit. Show you guys this whole process. Probably to cut out a whole bunch of it. This takes a while. I'm supposed to be there. Well, this is LA, so when you say you need to be there by like 3 o'clock, even 4 o'clock is fine. Like, no one expects you to be on time in LA. But it's 2:11 right now. Every time I do this now, I'm always thinking like, what order should I do these things in? But some things you just do before other things. It's like, I think I need to like wet my hair. Should I wet my hair before I put my sunscreen on, or after I put my sunscreen on my face? Because if I do it before I put the sunscreen on after, I'll get sunscreen in my hair after it's all done. But if I wet my hair after I've done my sunscreen, I'm gonna get water on my sunscreen and it might like wash it off. I know, these are like such important life decisions, right? Okay, we're gonna do my contacts first because it doesn't make sense to like have traces of product all over your fingers, like sunscreen and hair product and stuff, and then for you to like touch something that's gonna sit in your eye for hours. Daily contacts now, we switched over earlier this year when I wasn't wearing contacts every single day. It was just easier. Aren't you glad you're watching this vlog so you can get such grade A content like this? Get all the lint off. The only thing that is tricky for me is if there's lint on my fingers when I put my contacts in, because having lint between your contact lens and your eyeballs really hurt. So that's why I try to be very careful. I try to dust my hands off after I dry them so I don't have lint on my fingers. The last time I tried to put these on, I just like dropped it in the sink immediately. Okay, incident free today. No drop contact lenses. I had washed my face and did my moisturizer already this morning when I woke up. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wet my hair and then put some leave-in conditioner in it. And I'm gonna let that sit for a while. And then I'm gonna put my sunscreen on, and then I'll blow dry my hair, and then I will style it. It's really more complicated. It's actually not that complicated. I don't know what I'm doing. This is how I wet my hair. I just dump my hair under the sink. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Maybe I should use spray bottles for this. I think that's what I used to use when I was a kid. So I'm gonna take a bunch of this because I have like difficult hair. So I'm gonna spray it out. So this is what I usually wear if it's just, I'm not gonna be out for very long. This is Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. And then I'm gonna mix it or layer it with Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protection Lotion. This is SPF 50. And this makes you look like a ghost. This is just pure white. It's just like white clown mind makeup. So what I do, this one which is tinted, I'm gonna big up of it. That's nearly as much as you really should have for your face, but I'm gonna add this in. The white one to Shiseido is really runny, so that's like how much sunscreen you really need for your face. Let's see, I need to get a hairband so like it keeps the hair out of my face when I put a sunscreen on. Having long hair is really annoying. How do girls do this? So it looks very like, this is very white, but it does settle a little bit and it will blend in, kind of. I've used more than I usually do. The rest of my neck. To blend your sunscreen or your foundation, your makeup into the hairline. Otherwise, it looks weird. It may not look weird in your bathroom mirror, your bathroom lighting, but it will look weird out in the real world. Sunscreen is done for the face and at least like the front of my neck. I've got body sunscreen that I'll put on. afterwards. Hair is starting to dry, so we need to blow dry it. I still don't know how to blow dry my hair yet, so never think it like looks that good when I actually do it. Alright, here we go. I don't really like how this looks, honestly. I never like it. When I try to style my hair, it doesn't look good anymore. I need to put something in my hair. I also need to go shopping for a hair product. This is the hair product that I have used for years that worked well, that I really like for when my hair is shorter. But I don't know if this is like what I should be using now. Okay, the stylist person told me like, oh, you should start with the sides and then just like brush the rest of the hair back. Obviously when he does it, it like looks good. When I do it, it looks like fucking Macaulay Culkin. Sometimes I feel like the more I style it, my hair, after a certain point, it looks like worse and worse. Try even harder to fix it and it looks even worse than it did like 20 seconds ago. So maybe this is like one of those things. I don't know. Okay, it's just gonna look like this. Good morning. It's morning. Good morning. It's not even 11 yet. This is great. We'll get like 8 o'clock today. It is Saturday. And what are we doing this weekend? I just signed back up for the gym, like the proper gym, not my home gym, because there were a bunch of exercises that I wanted to get back into, and I don't have that type of equipment at home. So I went for the full like 1 year paid up front because of any of the membership subscription things I've ever had. Definitely the gym one is the one I use all the time without fail. Now that stuff is opening back up, the pandemic is not over, probably another several months really before officially the pandemic is kind of sort of over, but numbers are trending really, really well in California still. So I feel confident doing like the 1 year membership up front. Fairly secure in the knowledge that the gyms are not gonna shut down from this point going forward, at least here in LA. Yeah, and also I feel like I'm getting kind of tired of the exercises I've been doing, and I really feel like I just want to get back to an actual gym and be around like other people. And this is like my first kind of like activity type thing, like out and about, if you will. You know, yeah, sometimes nowadays might go grab dinner or something with like a couple of friends or two, or go hang out at like someone's house, but it's not like I go out and do anything. Yeah, it's weird. I was like doing the forms and everything online, and it just kind of felt like, am I like scared to go back to the gym? Like, I feel like I haven't been back in the gym for so long. I feel like, do I even know like what the protocols are and like all the gym etiquette and everything? Anyways, we'll see. So it's not even 11 a.m. I'm gonna keep an eye on Google Maps. Google Maps shows you approximately how busy certain places are. And it seems to be a little bit of a rush hour at the gym right now. The 24-hour fitness, that's where I'm going. It's the same one I went to before when I used to live in LA in West Hollywood. They don't require you to schedule a time to go in. You can just kind of like drop in whenever, which indicates to me they're not near capacity. There's still capacity restrictions for most places in LA, definitely including the gyms. So which means that even if Google Maps indicates it's like busier than usual, it's not actually that busy. What I don't know is what the health and safety COVID protocols are within the gym in terms of like people sharing equipment, or if there's certain equipment that's like not available anymore. But yeah, every time I switch exercises, there's always like a week to like actually try out the exercises, go light on the weights and see if it works out. So that's what I'm gonna do. Next weekend, I am flying to New York for work. I'm gonna vlog some of mine in New York. Haven't been back in New York in, I don't know, 2019. I was there for New York World Pride. This weekend would just be a normal weekend at home. On top of gym and preparing for New York, I need to pack and do some work stuff for that. I'm shopping for a car. I won't go into all the details, but a warning light just came up. Amongst other issues, basically, I feel like I don't want to spend a lot of money fixing this car that is not worth a lot to begin with. I thought I had a 2017 car,
It's a 2014. So the car is like 3 years older than I thought it was. I looked back on like my receipts yesterday. Oh, it's a 2014 car, not a 2017. I don't know why I thought my car was only 3 years old. Anyways, I don't want to spend tons of money fixing this car. I've already spent some money fixing this car. And I feel like for a car that's not worth very much. So I was expecting this car to be a little more reliable, but it did have a lot of miles on it. It had like 76,000 miles on it when I got it. So I think it's just time to let it go. Anyways, most people are not like car people, so I'm not gonna talk at length about what kind of car I'm gonna get or whatever, but I love cars. I'm a huge car enthusiast. I can talk to someone about cars like all day, probably. I can talk to someone about just tires on a car for like an entire day. So I plan to leave the house at 1:30, but it's now 2:45 in typical Joey fashion. No matter if I'm walking like 10 steps to my home gym or going to an actual gym after like, it's been like a year and a half now since I've been to a gym, like over a year. I do want to work out. I don't like intentionally procrastinate, but I'm just never on time to the gym. I'll get back there. I used to sometimes be on time for the gym. I had to pack my gym bag, a towel, I have water, and then I have a lock, I have granola bar. I used to just have all that stuff ready to go. But now we're ready, and now we're gonna go to the gym. What are we watching? We're watching Friends. Just have it on in the background. I don't even know if any of you know what Friends is because I was watching some random thing on YouTube and it was like hosted by these two guys and they made some Friends reference and then they actually had to point out if you didn't watch Friends from like way back when it actually aired, then you wouldn't get the joke. And it clicked like, wow, Friends was like a while ago. And I used to watch it like, not as it was coming out, but like at the time that it came out, like that's when I first started watching it. That's a long time ago. I didn't even want to think about how many years ago Friends came out. The thing for something like Friends is, I think a good number of the jokes wouldn't be very kosher nowadays. Like some of those jokes, like maybe you wouldn't be able to make on like primetime TV because when Friends was actually airing, it was primetime, I believe. Anyways, went to the gym. I didn't film a whole ton. There are people everywhere. It wasn't that crowded. This 24-hour fitness, you don't need to pre-schedule the time. You just drop in whenever. And it was not that crowded. You can kind of sort of social distance, but usually in the gym, the equipment is like roughly like 4 or 5-ish feet away from each other anyways. So I've been talking about how inefficient I am when I exercise at home. It's so easy to get very, very distracted between sets. I did not have that problem at all at the gym. So I was there for literally from my first exercise to my last, it was 2 hours. And usually nowadays I spend like 2.5, maybe 3 hours on some bad days doing like maybe 4 exercises at home. In the 2 hours, it was like 5 exercises. So that shows you like how much more efficient I am. Just something about being physically at a proper gym with other people around, just like the state of mind is completely different. I just didn't realize how different it is. Usually at home, I would have to time myself, to set a timer for like 3 minutes to like remind myself 3 minutes has gone by since your last set, you need to do your next one. At the gym, I don't time myself, but once I do a set, I don't know, it's just kind of sort of like, okay, when can I do my next one? It's weird, I don't know why, but I was not resting 3 minutes between sets. Maybe it's because I didn't push super hard at trying out exercises that I used to do like ages ago, like a year and a half ago when gyms were open. Easing back into it, I didn't push like super hard, so I like wasn't super exhausted. I wasn't doing very heavy weights at all. But otherwise it was good. It was good to just be like in the regular gym, like around other people. Everyone had a mask. The locker rooms were closed. So I just had my bag with me the whole time. But yeah, not bad. Hello, it is not the morning. It is 1 o'clock and it's Sunday. Anyways, I thought about going to the gym, but the stuff I'm supposed to do today, I can just do at home. I feel like I do get more motivation being at the actual gym, but the stuff today is actually easier just to do at the home gym. So I'm gonna go do that in like a little bit. Well, whenever I can get myself, my lazy ass off the couch. I spent a lot of time looking at cars. Only I can make buying a car so complicated. It's not about the act of actually purchasing the car. Deciding what car I wanna get is so difficult. I talked to my brother about it. I talked to a friend about it. When you're a car enthusiast, there's so many options and you want something that like feels special or that you really like. If I was just like a random person and you would just go buy like a Civic or like a Camry and then it's just an appliance, the A to B, I don't know what I want within my budget. That's making it difficult. Okay, I lied. I decided I need to get out more and I feel like it'll be nice to work out in the actual gym. So we're gonna go to the gym again. Gym is done and I've also showered. It's been a while since I got home. It's 6:30 now. What's coming up this week? So on Wednesday, I'm gonna get the second shot, the second dose of the vaccine. Same location, same place. The drive-through, that's not a drive-through anymore. They fixed the label and it says park and something. Park and get dosed or something. I don't know what it is. They changed it so it doesn't mislead people to thinking it's a drive-through now. But just a regular week otherwise. Next weekend, again, flying to New York. So I need to properly pack. I'll be away for a week. So that's gonna take a while. It takes me hours to pack. I don't dislike packing, but I just can't be rushed because just OCD-ness built right into me that leaks right out during packing. I like to have the TV on. I like to take my time packing. I'll be very leisurely about it. A lot of it is the really funky way in which I choose to pack my stuff because I always try to pack the minimum amount of stuff. But then I like to check my luggage. So I don't want to do carry-on. So instead of taking like a regular bottle of like shampoo or something or like cleanser for my face, that's like too much to put into carry-on luggage. You can only carry on so much liquid. So I've got like these tiny little plastic bottles that I have to like fill up for every single trip with the liquids and gels or whatever that I want. That's one of the many ways that I complicate packing for myself. Anyways, I'm sure I will include some of that packing in next weekend's vlog, maybe. But for the rest of tonight, we're just gonna relax. There was a Formula One race that happened this weekend. It's already finished and happened because it's in Europe. Pretty sure it's in Europe. I don't know exactly where the race is. I'll look it up in a second, but I'm gonna like maybe watch that tonight. Until next time. Bye, YouTube.